a show. It's a podcast show. Welcome to the Julie Cross Podcast Show. Empowering, energising and entertaining. The universe will provide. Many of you would know that that's one of the lines of my Sparkle chorus. And I know that that sounds a bit out there for some people. That sounds a bit like woohoo stuff, isn't it? The universe will provide. So let me just tell a story to demonstrate how I really do believe that this force works in our life, whether we choose to buy into it or not. You know, I give and I receive, ask and you will receive. So how does it work and does it work, and why wouldn't we believe in it? So I just want to tell a sort of a story that really grounds, I guess, this concept. So what this is about is, well, first of all, you've got to name it before you can claim it. So if you do want something from this life, this universe, then you've really got to state what it is you want. There are a lot of people complaining they're not getting what they want, but they haven't really worked out what they want, and they wonder why they're not getting it. So it is about putting it out there and saying, this is what I want from the universe. But the other thing about this is that whether you believe it or not, I believe that there's this energy that exists, that if you have this expectation of getting good things, then these things will show up. If you have an expectation and put out the energy of bad things happening, then they will show up. You give someone a compliment, they give you a compliment back. You smack someone in the face, chances are they're going to want to smack you back. It's kind of like this exchange of energy. Now, this is the story that sort of serves this, because you can't just name what you want from a statement and writing it down point of view. You've also got to do it with your energy, because the universe and life responds to energy. And that's why we attract, when we're in a good mood, we tend to attract great things. And when we're in a negative mood and we're spiraling, things tend to get worse if we don't lift that energy, because like energy attracts like energy. Now, example, I'm at the airport and I wanted to buy a bottle of water. Now, I didn't go to the airport to buy a bottle of water. I happened to be at the airport, and so I wanted a bottle of water. And so the ATM was broken, so I go up to the girl and I say to the girl at the juice bar, can I have a bottle of water, please? She said, that'll be $4 because you're at the airport. So I hand over my Visa card and she says to me, oh, no, we don't take Visa card for anything under $10. And I said, well, that's a bit unusual these days, especially at the airport. She said, well, I'd do it, but my boss is a narcissist. And I go, really? And she said, yeah, she'll check through the seats, and if she finds it, she'll make me pay for it. I'm thinking, Julie, back away, back away. She goes, do you know what else? I go, what? She said, well, I've got kids and I'd like school holidays off, but she won't let us. I'm thinking, now get away, Julie, get away. She said, you know what else? I said, what? She said, see those cookie jars over there? The other day I broke one and she tried to make me pay for it. Now I am backing away saying, keep the water, I'm out of here. Now, you see, even though this young lady is physically showing up to work, and she went for the job there, she got the job and she started working there. She is physically showing up to work. What is her energy telling the world and the people around her? Her energy is saying, I don't like it here. I have got no respect for my boss and I don't like my job. So you see, the universe is listening. And I bet in the next month she would have been fired for something and she would have been shocked. Yeah, I knew that boss was a narcissist. See, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. But in fact, the universe was listening and said, look, I heard you didn't like your job and you haven't had the courage to do anything about it, so let me give you a hand. Get out. And then the universe is so shocked that you're upset, that she's upset. That the universe goes, but you said you didn't like your job, you hated it, so I was just helping out, so now you can find a better job. So, and that boss would be the sort of boss, I'm betting, that always puts this out to the universe. You can't get any good staff. There's no good staff these days. These young people have all got an attitude problem. And who do you think shows up for the interview every time she interviews? They all sit there and go, yep, she's advertising again. It's our turn to go in, girls. So, you've got to be careful. You might be stating something with your words, but what's your energy saying? Is your energy in sync with that? And you better be careful, because, you just might get what you're putting out there. You just might get it. So be careful what you wish for. It just may come your way. So the universe will provide pretty much what the energy that you're putting out there every day. And that's why we work so hard at keeping ourselves emotionally fit, to make sure that we're harnessing the power of the universe, because you can believe that this works or not. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. I still believe it'll work, whether you buy into it or not. So far better we buy into it and have it work for us rather than against us. The universe will provide. So make sure you're putting out the energy into your space today of what you do want and not what you don't want. The universe will provide. See you later. Would you like a little bit more sparkle? Then you're invited to download a free poster at juliecross.com.au.